Hello and welcome. It is Sunday afternoon, and I'm Morgan. So here we are with another lazy Sunday afternoon productivity stream where I might even get a little bit done. I'm your host, Morgan Hazelwood, and with me I have the one, the only Doc Coleman. Say hi
Hello,
to the
folks.
nice people.
I am Doc Coleman. I am a steampunk author. I write steampunk comedy adventure, and today I'm going to be trying to do a little of that uh,
Nice.
in terms of getting my next book, The Kindred of Kali, ready for publication because I'm still pushing for that September date for the book release and the first sales.
So
So
are you near 50% done?
actually, I am.
Okay,
I
good. Good.
did some work uh, 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 on Thursday, and I did some more yesterday, and it's like I'm nearing the middle of the book. So I'm getting real close to 50%, and of course, once
Nice.
you get past 50%, it's all downhill from there. Um,
Right.
and I'm definitely noticing that even with some of the scenes I've had to expand and the stuff that I've needed to rewrite,
Mhm.
I'm definitely picking up the pace in terms of progress. That I've got
Good.
things established, and there are fewer things I need to
Yeah.
go into further depth with.
Yeah. Do you? I know for me, sometimes I just can't get the momentum I need in sprints, and I need longer chunks of time when editing.
Mhm.
Do you think the sprint model has been messing with your? Since a lot of the time you've set aside for your writing.
Um, the sprints definitely help with my first draft.
Right.
Um, and I'm not quite sure exactly what it is, as much as putting a short time limit kind of forces me to take the thoughts that are drifting around in my head and go ahead and squeeze them out. Um,
Yeah.
and,
I
and
I
I,
find sprints. Sorry. Go ahead.
I think without it, that I tend to like uh, uh, think further ahead than I really need to, and just go ahead and write.
Yeah, yeah. I think for me, I find sprints really helpful for discrete tasks or drafting, but editing, I just really need longer chunks of time. So,
Yeah, when I'm I don't know, when I'm editing, things are either going really fast because I've already set things up pretty well, or they go slowly because I need to reconsider the comments that I've got and figure out what's the best way for me to do it, because I never
yeah,
want to do it the way that the beta reader actually
no, no,
suggests,
of
because
course
it's
not.
my book, damn it.
Well, that's not why not to do it that way, but
Mhm.
I think beta readers are really helpful for finding things that don't work, but they're maybe not the best at telling you how to fix
Yeah,
them.
yeah, they're really good at pointing out where your problem areas are, but
Not always the best at helping you fix them.
oh yeah, and in the chapters I've gone through in the past couple days, I've like had sections where it's like beta reader says, "Oh, change this word to that word." And I look at it, it's like, no, the first word was correct, and what you're suggesting is absolute lunacy. So,
Yeah, it's a problem. I mean,
stat.
that that's when you hit Morgan's rule of thirds.
Hmm.
One
And what
third of
is?
their stuff is easy peasy fixes. One
Hmm.
third is they clearly did not get my story, but maybe I could set it up a little better. And one third is the hard stuff that you think you fixed, but really just kind of slapped a coat of paint on a rotted windowsill.
Okay.
Not that
Yeah.
I've ever had a landlord do that.
Yeah.
Sorry, cat
Okay.
is making weird noises.
Yeah, I've definitely run into a few times where it's like, you should do this earlier. I go back and look. It's like, I did that earlier. You weren't paying attention.
Yeah, and sometimes it's because beta readers, they work for a bit and then they take a couple weeks off and then they come back.
Well, and because I work my beta readers by giving them 5 chapter chunks,
Yeah.
sometimes because it's not in the same document, they don't remember what was in the previous chunks, and they don't bother to go look it up.
Yeah.
Um,
Not that you took it away from them once they sent it to you.
no, it's like you know, if you're a beta reader through the whole book, you've got a draft of the book.
Yeah.
It's not the final draft, but
No, of course not.
yeah.
So, I'm going to pop over to the comments. I see we have a Kelly with us. Hello and welcome. So today I think I will be working on getting Balticon pictures uploaded and stuff like that. So that's what I'm working on today. Oh, hello, Godzilla. Thank you for joining us from the Kaiju universe. So
there goes Tokyo.
There goes the neighborhood.
And if you hear a couple giggles and other comments, my wife is here with me on the couch, and she is not afraid to comment.
She's always welcome.
Yeah.
So okay. Well, I think I might just want to go ahead and get started.
You want to jump in and get busy?
Yeah.
Let me rephrase that. Be productive. Yes.
That one. I think that's what you meant.
Yeah.
So, okay.
And lo, there was a timer.
And lo, there was indeed a shared audio and Chrome tab timer.
And it was upon the screen, and it was seen,
which it
wasn't seen last week, but it will be seen this week.
Yeah. Sorry about the fun of last week. It was a little exciting trying to figure out what worked for everybody.
Yeah, it was an adventure in creative technology applications. So
yeah. So okay, let's go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1, start. It's okay then. No. Hi there. You are my cute, aren't you? Are you my cute? Give me some of that. Give me some of that. Oh, did you want a treat? Who's okay? And we're back. So how was your sprint?
I think it went pretty well. I ended up adding about 91 words, and I got maybe 2/3 of a way through a scene.
Nice.
So
I downloaded about 15 of the virtual panel screenshots that I'm going to need to process and stuff, and then I can start uploading the virtual panel photos. Because Sako was awesome and did the in-person ones, but she got home and immediately left for Prague Power in Atlanta. So she had a paid wedding the weekend before, so obviously that takes priority over volunteer work for us. So we're gonna have to wait a little bit for the official photos, but I'm gonna get up what I can. She took a lot, so I'm super excited to see what we have. Cool. Kelly was working on prepping a new project and editing his work in progress, and Wordsmith Sarah is here and lurking. Hello. So yeah. I consider mine pretty. It's about what I expected, hope to get done, and somebody has barely even nibbled on me. So,
from the sound of it, it sounded like he was actually being kind of rambunctious, but
a little bit. I keep moving him from here to there because I would like him not between me and the keyboard, because then he's like, "Ooh, you're playing with me. Clearly, I need to chew on you." But yeah. So hi, baby. But yeah, I was gone for most of yesterday, so he didn't get all the snuggles he usually gets.
Yeah, fortunately, I have mostly comatose cats here. So
well, he's still a teenager. He'll calm down, I'm sure. So Maya's coming by to say hi. Hey, sorry, Maya. Go ahead. I cut you off.
I was gonna say, just give him a few years, he'll mellow out.
Yeah. So, and this week is scheduled to start the window installation, adding a window right there so he can supervise mom and look out a window at the same time. He doesn't know it, but he's going to love it. We don't eat mamas.
I had no idea that you were putting in a new window.
I am. If you give me just a second to stop being gnawed on, I'll turn my camera so you can look at it. Gentle. There you go. And we're done.
But I had such a good hold.
Catechus.
This is just the size of my mouth. No.
Catechus. He's eyeing my ankles. Did you know that they were delicious?
I have heard this. I have not had a chance to try them myself.
No, baby, chill out. Here, have a toy. Toys are for kitties. Ankles are for moms. So, but yeah, okay. So Wordsmith Sarah says that her computer was very full and she's trying to clean it out. And here we go. See those two bookcases?
You're going to put a window right between them?
I'm going to put a window right between them. And that'll give me some natural light, which is really, really nice because I'm one room over from natural light filtering into this space, but my eyes are really tired at the end of the day. Kelly says I need a laser pointer. I have one, but I've heard it's very traumatic to kitties to have them randomly disappear. So I try not to use it unless I can play for a while. And I usually have it disappear behind furniture.
Yeah. Or underneath something. And then the cat stays there searching for it for a while.
Right. And then he gets treats. So
yep.
I pull it out when I really need to distract him. Or
the hunt for Mr. Dot is very serious business.
Yeah. Rather not distract him, but when I can really focus on it, because going back and forth once or twice isn't really. It gets him too wound up for this location because I don't have a clear line of sight for enough running space, really. So, yeah. I try to be considerate of my cat to not give him new neuroses.
He's got enough.
Continuing to taste delicious, apparently. He got my cheek again this week. He's like, hey, it's time to play, Mama. Why are you still in bed? Chomp. So, I mean, it was the only thing he could reach. I had the covers up to my chin, so, And I did worse damage to myself at the convention in the shower. I sliced my forehead open.
Yeah.
There was a sofa. I stood up into it.
Oh, that's bad. I was going to say, I guess the one advantage I have about sleeping with a CPAP on is that I have a device which is covering most of my face, and it's not exactly easy for a cat to try to come up and try to chomp on me.
Yeah, but my cat loves chewing on cables, so I don't know if my cat could sleep with me if I had a CPAP.
Well, we had one cat that bit into the CPAP tube. Fortunately, we had a spare at the time, but I don't think that process was ever repeated. That was just it didn't work well enough for the cat afterwards that they repeated it.
That's good to know. So, okay. Well, you were making progress. I was making progress. How about we do another sprint?
And hydrate. No.
And hydrate, especially if you're anywhere where it's over 75 degrees, like where I am. I think it's 80 outside.
I'm not sure. Let me do a quick weather check. The fun of apps.
76.
Trombones?
Degrees.
76 degrees. Okay. This is saying 78, but yeah, it's still kind of warm outside. So
yeah,
we're happy to be in here in the air conditioning.
Well, I mean, I have a very, very narrow comfort window, which inside while sitting down is between 72 and 74 degrees. But if I'm up and walking around, it can drop 2 to 4 degrees and be okay. So I could comfortably do like 68 to 70, and then up to 72. And obviously, if I have jeans on, the temperature goes low. Yeah.
I can actually be pretty comfortable outside up to like 76, 77 if there's a good wind.
Yeah. I did a lot better before I'm on thyroid meds, and now I overheat a lot easier than I used to. So, I mean, I my first job was 4 summers outside at an amusement park.
Oh, sheesh.
So, I mean, mostly in the shade, but still in Virginia, near the coast at an amusement park. So,
Yeah.
let's see. Wordsmith Sarah prefers it below 70, ideally like 65. You can be 65 if I'm like under the covers.
Wow.
Or maybe on a hike when I've got a jacket on, I can do 65-degree walks. Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, if you're outside doing something
Yeah.
strenuous, 65 is a fine temperature, but
Yeah. But if inside is 68 degrees, my hand will start to like go numb and cold because I have really bad circulation.
And it could be that Sarah just has some very nice warm clothes that she likes to wear, so having it being a little bit cooler is just nice.
My boyfriend enjoys wearing sweaters. Some people are weird.
Does he look good in a sweater?
I mean,
if it works for him, it works for him. I mean, I will be honest. I wasn't always comfortable wearing them, but there was a time when I liked wearing suits at work because I looked good.
Right. I actually do enjoy like the suit dress. And the like A-line, like anyway. Yeah. So
all right.
Anyway, instead of talking about dressing up, let's get some productivity in. I'm gonna reset.
We were talking about a sprint, weren't we?
We were. So let's go ahead and add it to the stream and get started in 3, 2, 1, boom. Chakalaka. pencil. What's up, my love? What's up? Hi. What's up? And we're back.
Yep.
How was your sprint?
I got down to this despite a number of cat interruptions of my own. I got down to the end of my scene and then hit one last comment from someone, and it's like, oh, that's right. Crap. Now I've got to go up and see if I can deal with this somewhere.
Oh,
Yeah.
those are always rough. I definitely had a couple. It's time for you to come play with me now, or I'm gonna bug you until you're gonna wish you played with me and didn't escalate things. But
Yeah.
I think I got another.
I had a cat walking back and forth and then sitting on my knee and staring up at me.
Yeah, but I got another, I don't know, almost 20 photos. What I'm doing is on Discord, I had everybody throw the screenshots in a thread for all the virtual panels, but not all of them included the names of the panels.
Ah.
So I've got to look them up so I can save them with the name so I can properly caption them later. And some of them will need cleaning up, but right now, and for some reason, if I save directly from Discord, it doesn't want to give it a file type. So I open original in my browser and then I save from there. It's tedious and annoying, but it doesn't take a lot of brain.
So are those pictures all in the Discord? The Balticon Discord, or are they in some private staff area?
They are on the Balticon Discord in the virtual headquarters Zoom chatter.
Ah, okay.
Zoom chat staff. So y'all don't have to be like, yeah. So the guests don't see how fast we're paddling underwater.
Oh, okay. Now I was just wondering if I could go in and take a peek at them, but it sounds like you've got them partitioned off. There we go.
But I will be getting them up, and you can always, grab yours once with you in it. Since you were in 13 panels because you have no concept of limits.
I think it was only 7 panels plus a signing and a reading because
and a live stream
because
double
programming was only willing to let me do so much.
Well, I mean, yeah, with the half hour in between sessions, it definitely, we can have 2 panels where 3 used to be. So
yeah,
even with the virtual space added. So, but we had a bunch of people pop in while we were on that stream. Hello, Supernatural Writer. Hello, SD Houston. I'm sorry. And the kids are asleep is here, and Jenna writes romance. Hello and welcome, everybody. Oh my goodness. So yeah, let me pop through. SD Huston popped in and said, hello, everyone. Making the friends with the like button. Thank you. Supernatural Writer said hello and asked how things were going. And I said it was going pretty well. And they said hi to everybody. SD got 289 words. Super solid. Jenna said hi. The kids are asleep. Cheered for cat incursions because unless he's eating my face or ankles, I'm totally fine with cat incursions, except don't stop sitting on my keyboard. So
fake keyboard.
Yeah, you need the decoy. You need the riser with the decoy keyboard on top of it.
I have a riser. It's at a slant like this. And right there, I have my work laptop with another keyboard that he's not sitting on. There is a decoy laptop, and he is ignoring it. So
because it's not right in front of you.
Okay. Okay. SD is Shannon. Nice to meet you. I followed you for a while, but names are not my jam. So awesome. Thank you for coming. I love having people swing by and maybe even get a little productivity in or snacks. I mean, if you're snacking, let me know what you got because I could use some inspiration. Not that I have that much in the house. I do have some chocolate truffles.
I've got dried pineapple tidbits and milk chocolate covered sea salt caramels.
Ooh, nice.
Yep.
So I I went out into the world yesterday and ran into a shop called Wine Loves Chocolate. And didn't really get too much wine, but did pick out a bunch of truffles to take home of different flavors. So I'm trying to make them last. As the kids are asleep says, cats are indeed too smart for their own good. And Andy swung by. Hello and welcome. I hope the family stuff was good stuff and not stressful stuff, but we are always happy when you can swing by.
Gilly doesn't have the problem with being too smart for her own good. She's stupid.
It happens. So Shannon says that their husband is making bacon and pancakes for dinner while they write, and they can smell the bacon and they're getting so hungry. I remember a discussion about bacon I had with my now ex-husband about, like, when we first got together, he would occasionally bring me breakfast in bed, but I can't, even before I had morning meds, I couldn't really eat the second I woke up. I need like a half hour, 45 minutes before food. And so I let him know after, a little while that, I have trouble finishing the whole thing when you give me this food the second I wake up. So then he started making breakfast sandwiches for himself, making the house smell like bacon and not saving any for me.
That's grounds for divorce in and of itself.
So we had another discussion and he would set aside a couple pieces of bacon for me. I used my words and everything. Because, he's like, oh, you don't want breakfast in bed? Then I'll make it for myself. And I mean, I did ask for it not. So he was following my guidelines, but I used my words and I'm like, no, you can't do this. You can't do this or this. Let's work out a compromise here. So Andy says, sorry, go ahead.
So we had breakfast for lunch today. So
isn't that brunch?
Maybe
Later than that.
a little bit later than that. Yeah.
As long as it's by 3, I think that's when they cut off brunch hours.
I guess that works, but I know if you have breakfast for dinner, it's Brenner.
Right. No, obviously. So, and you've usually had at least one meal before then. Otherwise, your meals are just totally sideways. So Andy says, the family stuff was phone calls complaining about really inconvenient road closures near where the family lives. So bacon. Shannon shared some bacon with us. So
I was going to say Balticon was definitely bacon weekend if you were there for the breakfast buffet, because it's like
I made it to the breakfast buffet on Monday. No other morning did I get up early enough to take my meds and not rush into other stuff and also have time for breakfast.
Monday was the one day I missed the breakfast buffet, but the rest of the weekend I was very well baconed.
Nice. Sunday, I got breakfast at 2:30. Because I looked and I was like, oh, the buffet has chicken parmesan. I'm not feeling like that right now. I want breakfast. So I managed to escape after 2:00 over to the Starbucks and get myself an egg sandwich.
Yeah.
And some caffeine. Oh dear God, caffeine. So, okay. So people who came in late, let us know, what are you working on today? As you may have surmised, Doc and I were at Balticon, a local science fiction fantasy convention last weekend. And and he's got that t-shirt on because he's clever like that. And I, as social media publicity person, am currently processing or downloading photos so I can upload them in the right spots so people can find them. So it's tedious, time consuming, and not very brain consuming.
Intensive.
Yeah, I've almost recovered from the lack of sleep. I took 2 naps this weekend, maybe 3. So, popping into the comments. Okay. The kids are asleep is splitting time between 2 projects today. Both are fun.
Nice.
Gillian joined us. Hello and welcome. I think you're a first timer If not, correct me, please. But we're happy to have you. Gillian is jumping in late, working on some freelance stuff right now. Excellent. Shannon is writing the first book in their brand new series, The Dragon Kings. No name for the book yet, but about 7K in. Nice. Awesome. And Andy is copying out some handwritten additions to a short story and switching out to editing before dinner. Nice. So many productive people, so little snacking. I'm impressed. So, okay, let's go ahead and do another sprint if people are so productive.
Either that or they're just not reporting their snacking because they're so proud of how much they're getting done.
I mean, we did get distracted for like 5 minutes on bacon. So,
Mhm. But bacon deserved it. So,
I mean, bacon.
yeah.
So,
All right.
okay.
So we're going to do another sprint now.
We are in 3, 2, 1. Boom. Chakalaka. And we're back. How was your sprint?
Let's see. I went back up and added that section that was commented at the end of the last scene, and I think I'm about halfway through the next scene, so I'm
Nice.
3/4 of the way done with this chapter.
Yay.
Making progress.
Cool. I am almost done with the Sunday panels downloaded. I'll have to tweak everything once I'm done, but at least they're almost all in one place, so I can start uploading them hopefully.
Yeah.
And most of them are the ones, because they're the virtual panels, were recorded and will be uploaded, so people will be able to watch them in reruns.
Cool.
So popping over into the comments, let's see. Oh, wow. Scrolling back a little. So Patrick swung by, hello, and talked about bacon. Andy said that snacking while writing should be a baseline skill. And
it's either snacking or drinking. So,
I mean, obviously, and I admitted I am trying to break the habit, but when my writing is not going well, snacks help. Snacks help so much.
It's brain food.
I don't know why. Yeah,
you got to fuel the creative engine,
right? So, and Doc would like you to know that dogs don't know it's not bacon.
Yep, they just don't know.
So, the kids are asleep said they use cookies at Panera as writing rewards because snacks are great. And M Ward is lurking. Thought MM was going to be gone, but they are leaving later than they hoped because the hubby's days off were rescinded because another store had a staff meltdown, so he's working there for today. That's such... I'm sorry.
That is sucky.
Yeah.
It's not your hubby's fault that somebody else didn't manage their staff properly.
Right? Oh my goodness. And Shannon said that dinner's done and they're going to eat, but they're going to leave us up just for our watch time. Thank you if you see this in reruns. The kids are asleep says, a teacher of mine always gave us sugar before a test. Ooh, nice teacher.
I'm sure that teacher was so popular with the parents. No.
I had a freshman year of college. I had a 2.5 hour class on Wednesday nights. It was a once a week, so it was extra long. And it was right after dinner. It was like 7, 8 p.m. So he always had a bowl of like mini candies for people to grab because he's like, without sugar, there's no hope. No hope.
And it's like my graduate program was 1 day a week for 3 hours after work. And now that you mention it, I don't remember what I did for dinner during that time, or if I had snacks, or if I just toughed it out.
Yeah, it can be super rough. It really can.
I was just saying that admittedly, that was over 10 years ago. So,
couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, my freshman college year was more than 10 years ago as well. Yeah. So let's see. Andy says that words are written, yay, at 692 words on the short story, and it's time to get revising before dinner. Oh my gosh. says they pulled the store assistant managers from 6 stores to cover the store. No one knows exactly what happened, but all of the management is quote unquote on admin leave until further notice.
Oh goodness.
Bleep went down.
Yeah, somebody did unnatural things to the pooch there.
Wow. And got 317 words. Yay.
Nice.
So, wow. Okay. Lots of productivity going on. Right? What Andy said.
Yeah.
I don't know why I try to be PG-13, but
We bend the clean tag, but we usually don't break it.
yeah, usually. So, yeah, I figured Andy was talking about the store stuff. Yeah. So, Home Depot should have its own Korean drama.
Oh, it's a Home Depot. Well, that explains
Well,
it.
I hear those stores, they're insular communities, and people always,
Almost as bad.
A store is a microcosm of a county, is a microcosm of a state, is a microcosm of a people are people no matter what the level and the scope is.
I don't know if you heard it, but my wife said almost as bad as Walmart.
Right, those are small cities. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's cities with smaller populations, but that explains why they needed to pull from 6 stores to get enough admins.
Yeah,
because I was like, most stores have like 2 managers. Why do they need to pull from 6? But yeah, no, Home Depot's a little bigger than that. So, okay.
Well, especially if all the employees walked out and all the managers got suspended.
Right? Or they're investigating. I don't know. Yeah, my brain either goes to lying about time cards, theft, or interpersonal relationships that are not condoned.
Yeah, my brain just went correctly to non-professional interpersonal relationships. So
yeah. I mean, they could be side dealing stuff. They could be doing huge favoritism on the shifts. They could, be dealing out the back of the store. I don't know.
Yep.
I don't even know which state this is in. So I'm just mild speculation. And
I was going to say, we could do a whole creative exercise on what crimes might have been committed here.
I mean, I do believe I have earned the name Justification Girl, where if you tell me something happened, I will try to figure out why and how it happened.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a similar problem. It's like, if you ask me why someone will have done such a thing, I will tell you the most likely reason why they thought it was a good thing to do. Doesn't mean that I approve of it. Doesn't mean that I agree that it was a good thing to do. Just I'm creative enough to figure out why someone thought it was an idea.
I can justify almost anything.
Yeah. I wouldn't call it a justification, just an explanation.
That's why I'd make an excellent henchman. So, anyway, Donkite swung by, hello and welcome, got stuck in where to put the apostrophe in the Guild of Adventurers Hall. I think it's more than one adventurer.
So then the apostrophe would go after the S.
Yes, which is what they thought. I mean, there are many adventurers in the guild, so maybe it should be the adventurers.
Or you... I just tend to flipping around and call it the Adventurers Guild Hall.
So let's back up. What is the name of the guild? The hall doesn't matter. If it's the Guild of Adventurer, doesn't make sense. I think we need adventurers. That's what the name of the guild is. In which case, the apostrophe would definitely go on the end.
Yep.
So you've got 2 votes for putting it at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So we have like 13 minutes left. Do we want to do a whole nother full sprint, a 10-minute get it done? Or where are you in your food, sleep, nap cycle?
Are you good with me doing a full sprint?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay.
I want to finish this chapter. So
I want to finish downloading through Monday.
But I also don't want her just like hit me in the middle of a sprint.
No, obviously.
Because...
I don't.
Thank you.
I recognize that I usually give it a 2-hour time limit, and we often go over, but I recognize, Andy's staying late. Usually he ducks out at like 6 o'clock for dinner. So
yeah, usually he's bailed for food now.
Right. So I'm excited that he was able to stay a little late since he got on a little late. So, and I mean, obviously we're happy everybody else is here too. So, and I hope everybody's getting some productivity done, or at least enjoying our company such that it is.
Scintillating personalities that we are.
Right? So, okay, let's see. Let me reset this timer for the full 22 minutes. You know what's going to happen next year?
23 minutes?
Yes, you're so clever.
Ooh.
I don't know what I'm going to do after 25. I think 25 is probably the top. Maybe it'll stop being. It might stop being funny after 5 years.
We'll see.
How easily is Morgan?
Then you'll just drop it back to 20 minutes and however many seconds. So
right. So okay, let me share
let the timer be shared.
And 3, 2, 1, boom. Hi, baby. Are you my kitty?
Yeah.
Who's a good boy? Probably not you. You can't sit there. Hey, I'm offering you a toy. Don't eat my hand. Toys, not hands. Nope. In the key? What's that? Here's a box. Box. Oh, you want to go outside? Oh, why? You want to take a walk? It's okay. It's okay. Mouse? Mouse. Go get it. Go get it. No. You don't have to chase it. I know, baby. I know. What about this cat? Do you remember this cat? Here. No. Okay, baby. I know. And we're back.
Yep.
How did your sprint go?
I was hoping I was gonna get done with this chapter, but it looked like maybe I'm a page short.
Drats.
Yeah.
I finished downloading all of the screenshots from the virtual panels, and I edited or cropped all of them properly, and I'm uploading them now and adding in the description with the name of the panel. Although I guess I should probably also add panelist names, but I think I'll just go with the title and people can look it up. Most of the Zooms do have the name tags. A couple of them got cropped on the bottom, but yeah. So I tricked Andy out. For a moment, he thought it was his cat. Apparently, Catechus and Zoe have the exact same whine. They could harmonize.
Well, there was also the fact that Catechus started talking to you, so I unmuted my mic, and my wife and I were both meowing back at him.
So Kelly was curious what type of romance Jenna writes. And Eva swung by. Hello and welcome. The kids are asleep, had to pop off because, as we said, we bump into dinner time. So, and Dunquity said that they got a good sprint in. They got like 500 words, but at least one good sentence. I imagined it wasn't too late. Oh, always a good one. Whew. So
500 words is a good sprint. That's a good battle.
I would be thrilled. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a night and let people get to dinner.
Okay.
And the photos should be uploaded sometime in the next hour.
Cool.
In the Balticon group, I think I might also should put them on the page, but I don't know. I don't know. I think the group is somewhere people can add to the photo collection.
You're talking about the Facebook group? Or
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because groups versus pages. Pages are me announcing stuff. Groups are interactive, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would think that even if you don't have all of the people labeled, that people should be able to tag group photos. So
exactly. Yeah. So Sarah is off. Thank you for joining. I hope we were good company. Apparently the caps were not on purpose. Didn't mean to yell. Donquity says, I got the apostrophe done. The rest was easy.
Just darn apostrophes.
Hey, grammar questions or names can like totally hold up my creativity. So I get that.
Yeah, so. I have a tendency of just sticking in place marker names and then fixing them later.
I've learned that doesn't work for me. I like to have a list of names I can just snag and go.
That's another good technique, yeah.
So Jenna writes mostly contemporary and just saw that. So, and Nightbot finally figured we were quiet or chatty enough to pipe in that maybe we should stretch a little.
Aren't you supposed to stretch before working out as well as afterwards?
Right? Okay. Anyway, let's do our outros and let people go get dinner.
I guess that means me. Hey, folks, I am Doc Coleman. I am a steampunk author. If you're watching on YouTube, you can find all my links down below in the just above the comments. And if you're not watching on YouTube or you're just too tired for whatever reason to look up, you can find my stuff by searching for Doc Coleman Steampunk. And that will let you find my Amazon author page. It'll help you find my webpage at doccoleman.com. And you can also sign up for my newsletter on my webpage. And I promise I don't put out a lot, but I promise that when Kindred of Kali is finally getting ready and I've got a release date, I will put out a notice to the email list first so that you'll be able to get your pre-orders in or get yourselves ready to get that hard copy ordered.
And I'm your host, Morgan Hazelwood. I am an on pause querying fantasy author. And next week, I hope to dive into my first round of critiqued edits on my space fantasy. My sister loved it. She gave me some really helpful stuff for making things more realistic, let me know where things were confusing. And so I'm super excited to dive into it. But I needed to get this con stuff done and over with before I could dedicate some time and chunk of change to it. So as always, I blog, vlog, and podcast, writing tips from the pros, and my own writerly musings. And you can check them out over on my morganhazelwood.com, or obviously here if you're on the YouTube, youtube.com/Morgan Hazelwood. I'm everywhere as Morgan Hazelwood, except Twitter, where I'm Morgan Hazelwood. Because someone's been camping on the name for like 11 years. So have a great week, and I hope to see you all next week. And if not, it's a lazy Sunday afternoon. Tune in when you're ready. Thanks for coming, and see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.